Hello and welcome to Just Hoops. The Sacramento Kings had a phenomenal 2022-2023 season under first-year coach Mike Brown. They were third in the Western Conference. They lost in the first round to the Golden State Warriors in 7 games. But in this video, we're going to reference their historic offensive season. To look at the numbers first, you can see that they had an elite offensive rating at a near 120. They shot efficiently from the field. They had limited turnovers. They were highly efficient in dribble handoff situations. They were just an elite offense all around. And a big reason why is Domantas Sabonis. He averaged 19 points per game, 12.3 rebounds, 7.3 assists, and was the engine to the offense with the third highest usage rate and a 1.27 assist to usage ratio. But in this video, we're going to dive into the Kings offense from the perspective of Sabonis. So now let's look at the film. Spacing is offense, offense is spacing, so let's look at that first. In terms of the spacing around Sabonis, you can see here you have 2 on each side of the floor. This double-sided action with Sabonis in the middle provided space for action to happen and also for Sabonis to work. In this next clip, we'll look at their 2-man action spacing, which was a huge part of their offense. They flowed into a lot of 2-man stuff, so you can see Sabonis and Fox on the strong side of the floor and 3-man spacing wide with movement and action happening, always allowing Sabonis to have space to attack. But at the end of the day, regardless if they're doing their double-sided action, 3-man space, just the flow and understanding of where everyone has to be to maintain balance and spacing at all times, regardless of what action they're flowing into, whether it's a zoom, a DHO, a simple get, just different things that they did consistently, all with tremendous spacing. They understood how to play off Sabonis, provide him the space to do it himself, or to get his teammates the opportunity to attack and play off of him. In the playoffs, they did a great job with their spacing and movement and just giving everyone the true opportunity to attack in space and make plays happen against the high pressure, high switchy Warriors defense. And this last clip here exemplifies both spacings. The initial 2 double action side into a 2-man game and then back into a balanced floor with 2 guys on each side around Sabonis, allowing him to attack and make a play off of penetration. So now let's pivot and dive more into the actions that allow Sabonis to be such a crucial playmaker in the offense. Starting with the splits. So here you can see Fox and Herter run away from Sabonis on the touch. They do a forced curl this time, and then De'Aaron Fox comes off for the handoff. This split action is when 2 guys run together, and then one of them will go toward the ball and the other will go toward the rim or space. It's kind of just a random action that a lot of teams do nowadays to just force switches, make difficult decisions for the defense, and just to have that randomized offense that is very tough to guard at any level of basketball, that forces high levels of communication and also can create space for offensive players. Next, let's look at the get. So get is when you pass it to Sabonis and then just follow your pass to go get a handoff. It's a common action that you see throughout the entire association, but the Kings did a great job because of Sabonis' playmaking and attacking abilities. Next is a zoom action. A zoom is a pin down into a DHO. This is a nice action that they liked going to often on a 2-man side when Sabonis got a touch, just to free up De'Aaron Fox, free up Herter, free up anyone to get downhill, get to a spot, and make a play happen. Herter and Sabonis in dribble handoffs all season long were one of the most efficient actions in the history of the league, and a major reason why is because of the zoom action, the way that Herter is able to come off, get his feet down, and make plays happen with Sabonis screen setting. And lastly, let's talk about backdoor cuts. There's so much randomization and just free-flowing offense around Sabonis' touches that a backdoor is honestly a great action and movement in their offense. It's an automatic on denials, and it was a major part of the Warriors series in general, the way that they automatically backcut denials, and they made it look easy because of Sabonis' passing ability and also his gravity with his own defender. It's hard to sag off of him because he's able to handle and get downhill and create space, but also the way that everybody understood off the ball that, hey, they're denying me, I'm a back cut to either free up my teammate behind me or to go get myself a layup or to create space for Sabonis to attack and make a play happen downhill. And lastly, Sabonis post touches. They did a really good job at first spacing the floor around him to have the space to operate, get into a grenade, get downhill, make plays happen. He had a great left-hand hook. And also they did some cool ball screen stuff with deep ball screens like there with Herter. And this next clip, Keegan Murray sets the ball screen. Getting inverted shooters, setting a ball screen deep like that is very tough to guard. It also creates space for Sabonis to get downhill, get to his left hand, and make plays happen like that. But also just his dominance in the post. When he had a size advantage throughout the entirety of the season and in their first round matchup, he's able to back them down with physicality, get to his left hand, and finish those plays efficiently. His passing out of the post, along with his post scoring ability, was a major reason why it was so hard to guard throughout the entirety of the season. And lastly, the uniqueness of Domantas Sabonis. Throughout these last few clips, just look at the variety of ways he is utilized, and then also the entire video. You can see that he gets post touches. He sometimes operates as the point guard, dribbling the ball up the floor and initiating offense. He's a great screen setter. His ability to hand off the ball, create contact with the defense, and then open up opportunities that way. He just operates in so many facets of the game that he's able to make decisions, score for himself, find his teammates, and just be an all-around threat regardless of where he is on the floor, what his role is at that given time, who the ball has to go to. He's also able to play off of guys. With De'Aaron Fox's late game ability, he knew that he could be a great screen setter, free up space, and operate on the porch. Just the overall uniqueness and versatility in his offensive game was a major reason why the Kings were able to be so successful at this end of the floor. The Sacramento Kings had one of the most elite offensive seasons in the history of the league, and Domantas Sabonis is a major reason why. I hope this video dove into the spacing, the action, the flow, and the uniqueness Sabonis presents defenses on a nightly basis, allowing them to be so successful. So I hope you guys enjoyed, learned something. For more content like this, please like, subscribe, and share, and we'll catch you in the next one.